World is filled with all kinds of rare, exotic, and amazing and wonderful things. You might not think of plants as being something that deserves to be on that list, but as it turns out, there are several plants in this world that you will likely never see or even hear about because they are so exotic and rare. This is part 3. To watch part 1 and 2, there's a link in the description or click on the I button to view them.
Number 10. Hammer Orchid.
The flower is green and yellow with a red labellum. The labellum has a narrow stake which is hinged and can move backward towards the stigma. The plant produces pheromones which attract male native wasp pollinators that may mistake the labellum for a female wasp. The orchids produces a chemical that mimics the pheromones produced by the female wasps and strongly attract the male thynide wasp.
Number 9. Silver Torch Cactus.
This plant has many names such as snowpole, woolly torch, and is a perennial cactus epidemic to the department of Ariza of Bolivia. As such, this cactus prefers mountainous regions that are dry and semi-arid. It lives in porous soil and full sun, while partial sunlight is minimum requirement for the survival. Full sunlight for several hours a day is required for the silver torch cactus to bloom flowers. The cactus has gray-green columns that grow up to 3 meters tall and several centimeters in diameter, which are covered with white spines. Only older plants will blossom deep red burgundy cylindrical flowers. These flowers emerge horizontally from the stem of the cactus. They are deep red burgundy and grow up to 10 centimeters long.
Number 8. Dragon's Blood Tree.
Dragon blood tree looks like a giant mushroom thanks to its single trunk and umbrella-shaped crown. This plant usually grows to the height of 32 feet. This is a monocot plant. It produces small, fragrant white or green colored flowers at the end of the branches and they bloom during February. Fruits of dragon blood tree is small berry filled with 1 to 3 seeds. Ripe fruits is orange colored and it can be seen on the tree 5 months after pollination. Leaves of dragon blood tree are used as source of food for goat during the period of drought. Injured bark and branches releases red resins, which is why this plant is known as the dragon blood tree. The dragon blood tree is a perennial plant that survives hundreds of years under optimal conditions.
Number 7. Hydenora.
The first odd fact about Hydenora is that it's a parasitic plant and it doesn't exist without its host members. It doesn't look like any other plant you have seen. There are no stems or leaves. There is, however, a flower. Actually, the plant itself is a flower, more or less. The body of oddity is not only leafless but brownish gray and devoid of chlorophyll. It has a fleshy look and feel much like a fungus. As Hydenora flower ages, they darken to black. They have a system of thick rhizophores that intervene with the root system of host plant. This plant is only visible when the flower pushes through the earth.
Number 6. Wolfia arrhiza.
It is a species of flowering plant known as the common names of spotless watermeal and rootless duckweed. Belonging to a family rich in water-loving species, it is the smallest vascular plant on earth. It is a native to Europe, Africa, and parts of Asia, and it is present in other parts of the world as a naturalized species. It is an aquatic plant which grows in quiet water bodies such as ponds. The green part of the plant is a spear measuring about 1 millimeter wide but with a flat top that floats in the water surface. It has a few parallel rows of stomata. There is no roots. The plant produces a minute flower. It often multiplies by vegetative reproduction. However, with the rounded part budding off into a new individual, in cooler conditions, the plant becomes dormant and sinks to the bed of the water body. To overwhelm The plant can produce its own energy by photosynthesis or absorb it from the environment in the form of dissolved carbon.